Hey guys, how you doing? This is Freddie Cornell with Big Time Pro Wrestling Lord of the Rings. Just sitting here and have a good interview, a good episode here for you this evening. This man don't need any, nothing at all. You know,
I need to introduce.
You don't need to introduce. Everybody knows you, man.
No, not everybody.
Everybody knows. You can YouTube him, search his name on search engine, pops right up. And that's the one and only Man Pondo. Kevin Canady right here with me. Pondo, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. I'm hanging out.
That's good. It's the new year, 2026,
It is.
January. I mean, you had an awesome year last year. I think you was over in Japan for quite some time. And
9 months.
9 months. Wow. I mean, and you've been everywhere, all over the world. I mean, we actually knew each other for quite some time.
Yes.
What do you say, about 20 years?
So when was your first deathmatch tournament in that bus
barn?
terminal?
Yeah, it was a bus barn down in Huntington, West Virginia. It's actually now Sheetz gas station, but the bus barn flea market. I think it's been almost 18 years ago, or 20 years, so it's been quite some time. So we're going to get started. We had some questions here that we got from the fans that we plugged that wanted to know a couple things, and also I want to ask you a few things about your life, your career, and so on about all the wrestlers that you met and had feuds with, and all the countries you've been in, all that good stuff. So first things first, everything. I mean, everybody always asks this question when we first started. I mean, tell me, how did you get in this world of crazy business of professional wrestling?
So, some time ago, very young age, we would go to my great-grandma and grandpa's house. Not my grandma and grandpa's, my great-grandma and grandpa's house. And it was always just an every Sunday thing. It was always a quiet lunch, a quiet dinner, until wrestling came on. And then my great-grandparents would turn into two people that I had never met in my life. There'd be dirty SOBs and dirty MFers on the TV, and my brother thought me and my brother thought that was so hilarious that it just made me an instant fan after that. So after that, I just loved wrestling, and I kept on going until I met a professional wrestler. I was friends with Milton Smith, who was a college teacher at Olney Central College. And we knew I worked at a video store, and he had an oil company right there next to it. And he came in the video store and said, "Hey, I have a wrestler in my class." And I said, "Really?" I said, "Get the guy's telephone number." He's like, "Oh, why? You want to go to his matches?" I said, "No, I want to become a professional wrestler." So the guy's name was Terry Runyon, and he was the sensational hillbilly in the Illinois area right there. And I started going to wrestling school, and it just took off after that.
Wow. Okay. And now, you said who was the wrestler that you met again?
Terry Runyon, the sensational hillbilly. He's passed away now, but
Where was that located at?
what do you mean? Where did I meet him at?
Yeah.
Olney Central College. I went to Olney Central College so I could meet him.
Okay. Did what was his reaction when you approached him about getting into the wrestling?
I mean, I was only 155 pounds, so I'm sure he looked at me like, this guy ain't gonna go nowhere. But I just had dinner with all the old trainers back then, and you know that I'm the only one still wrestling out of all them guys. So,
Do you remember them guys that started with you?
oh yeah. First match was with the Avalanche, who later at USWA became Melvin Penrod Jr., Danny Lone Star, Little King, Bud Chapman, Red Baron, who was the trainer. You know, it was his school.
Now you mentioned USWA, in case your fans don't know it out there. USWA is out of, you are talking about the Memphis, Tennessee, Jerry Lawler's promotion.
Yeah.
So when you move on there and you got into professional wrestling, was you the only child that followed that footsteps? Did your brother had any interest in it or anything?
I mean, my brother liked it, but not like I did, And no, my family's very reserved. They hate being center of the attention, and you know me, I'm in your face, so yeah, no, I'm way different than my family. And I pursued it.
So you pursued professional wrestling. Now, did they ever go talk to you about what you did, like your style, stuff that your mother, that your father, your brother ever approach you?
Grandparents. So they used to go to my matches back when I was just doing professional wrestling, and then I started doing death matches, and they're not interested in going into those. They said that they're happy that I love what I'm doing, but they cannot sit there and watch me mutilate my body for the entertainment of others. So I'm pretty much on my own in the family with that.
Okay. Well, man, I'm sitting here with you, and maybe a year and a half ago, we sat down, we was traveling together. So, man, you look great.
Oh.
I mean, people's been noticing you lost a lot of weight.
135 pounds.
I mean, and how much was you before you?
332.
And what made you change that lifestyle?
Well, I'm getting older now, and I still want to be a professional wrestler, and I noticed that I wasn't breathing too good, plus my sleep apnea was bothering other people because I was a terrible snorer, and I just one day decided to make the choice that I'm either going to get my body in shape or get out, and I didn't want to get out, so I got my body in shape.
So for the record, everybody's saying, I know I got some comments in here and people was asking about that. I mean, me and you already talked about this many a times. Is Pondo healthy?
Yes.
Let's get that story cleared up, because it's been going around a lot of places saying that a lot saying that you've been sick, that you're hiding it. So I know it's not the truth, and but you're healthy and 100% ready. Right?
It's just sad that people can't blame it on hard work. I mean, and that's exactly what this is. Yes, I had the gastric sleeve, but even you had to lose weight to get the gastric sleeve, and then after you get the gastric sleeve, you have to maintain what you eat, and it's very difficult. But yes, I'm very healthy. I'm healthier now than I've been in 20 years maybe, and I do get a lot of comments that I'm sick or whatever, and I'm really not.
Yeah, I get that too. Everybody was asking me and said, "Hey, Pondo don't look good." And I was like, "No, he had weight loss surgery, and he's pursued. He's losing weight, and he still continues to." As of today, it's January, the month of January, the year 2026. What are you sitting at right now?
What do I weigh right now?
Yes.
197 pounds.
When was the last time you weighed that, if you remember that?
Right before I came down. So what's today? Thursday.
Now, when's the last time you was below 200 in your whole life? You think?
Can't even remember. Can't remember how long it's been since I've been under 200.
So there you go, y'all. Heard that. Let's just get that out of the wrap.
Please. I'm glad you did that.
He is 100% healthy, and he does not have no type of sickness going on with him. So we're going to move forward here with some of the other questions. Your age. How was you think, when you first debuted in professional wrestling?
I know exactly how old I was. It was June 24th, 1989. I was 20 years old. I'm 56 now.
Wow. And
36 years in this business. 35 years too damn long, if you ask me.
do you remember, where was that at?
Albion, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
I went and visited the school gym where I had my first match, and really didn't think about the consequences, and I'm just going and I'm walking through this school, going to the gym, and security and teachers all came and nabbed me up, asked me what I was doing, and there was a teacher that would go to Carmel, Illinois and watch me wrestle, so she knew who I was, and otherwise I think I was about to get in trouble for walking through a school.
So now you're excited. You saw wrestling. You wanted to get into it.
Yeah.
Do you remember what is your favorite wrestlers growing up, and who you wanted to be the style of?
I really love the sheep herders, and if you've ever seen me walk to the ring and do all the crazy stuff, that's some sheep herders in me. I am one of the lucky ones that got to see Bruiser Brody a lot in St. Louis. I saw Abdullah at the Kiel Auditorium and the Checker Dome for Wrestling at the Chase. I got to see Jerry the King Lawler and the Moondogs and Sheep Herders and Bill Dundee for CWA, which turned into USWA. I got to see Macho Man and Lanny Poffo and Crusher Broomfield, who later became the one-man gang for ICW out of Angelo Pafos. And then I would go to Chicago, which was 5 hours from my house. It just had everything. They had AWA, WWF, WCW, Windy City Wrestling. So I was a wrestling going little kid fool back in the day.
And so you saw all them guys wrestle before you got in?
Yeah.
Have you ever got to, later on down the road, in-ring active with them at all?
Yeah. I just talked to, when I wrestled Manny Fernandez, I told him I was at Super Class 3. He wrestled Chief Wahoo McDaniel for Super Class 3. And he was really impressed with that story. And then, I have wrestled so many of them guys that I used to watch back in the day. I wrestled Jerry the King Lawler, I wrestled Bill Dundee, you name it. I wrestled Terry Funk, Abdullah the Butcher. The one guy that I regret that I never got to wrestle was Bruiser Brody.
So, did you ever get a chance to talk to Brody before?
No. Here's the thing. So, the guy who was taking me to St. Louis, I believe this was a Checker Dome. I was pretty, I don't remember if it was the Checker Dome or Kiel Auditorium, but one of those two auditoriums, he knew where to stand, where the wrestlers would go to their car. So, I got to shake Andre the Giant's hand, not really shake, but as they're going through, Andre the Giant's hand, I got to shake Bulldog Bob Brown's hand, Spike Huber's hand, but the one hand that I could not reach out and touch was Bruiser Brody, because I fed into it. I thought, this man's really crazy and he could kick my head off. So that's the one guy that I didn't reach my hand out to. I wish I would have.
Well, so you said you wrestled Manny Fernandez.
Yeah.
How was that? We heard some good stories about Manny down the road. How he was, and can you educate us on a couple things about
So the kid who brought Manny Fernandez to that show was a big time juggalo. So he told Manny on the way down, I'm a good dude. He's watched me wrestle at Juggalo Championship Wrestling. So when Manny got there, he was all excited to meet me, as I was him, because his guy who drove him put me over so well. So we talked about this match, and when I got into the ring, the boards, something had broke on the bottom. The boards had all slid. The only thing keeping me from going to the floor was the canvas. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't want Manny Fernandez to get inside that ring and, break a leg or anything like that. So as he's coming to the ring, I get outside of the ring. And I'm trying to explain to him, hey, the ring's broke. But all he knew was this guy younger than him was getting out of the ring coming after him. So he was leaning my head forward and punching the back of my neck so hard. And then finally I got tired of it, so I started punching him back. I was punching him in his eyes and in his chin, and the more I'd punch him, the more he would punch me. So finally he turned around to get back in the ring, and he put his hands on the side, and the board came up, and he turned around and he said, "The ring's broken." I said, "No shit, will you stop hitting me?" And then everything was cool after that. When we got in the back, he was like, "Man, I'm sorry," and all that. And it was a good time. I was glad I got to wrestle Manny Fernandez. The reason they brought me in, Gary Dameron brought me in to do that, because the rest of his guys didn't want to wrestle Manny Fernandez.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I mean, I've been around Manny before. I mean, he can get a little hot-headed, so but I heard good and bad things about him and stuff. But at least he knew.
Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about Manny Fernandez.
Yeah, great. I mean, he's a legend in our sport. But I always got along with him. But I did hear good and bad about him. But I always heard that he can get hot-headed. But at least he realized that you was trying to protect him.
Right.
So, one of the questions here that came through the messenger here when we plugged this was, one of the fans said, I always seen you playing heel, the villain. What your choice, face or heel in our business? Which one would you prefer?
Really, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, it's all about what the money's worth when you get there. So if I have my choice, I love heel because you can be a good guy every day. But going out there and doing these treacherous villain things, as much as I love movies, you get to be the villain every once in a while, and I really enjoy that. So, but really, I would say heel. I love heel more, bad guy more than I do good guy.
And another fan said, watched you wrestle a lot of times. Your spiel that you get into the ring every time you do before the match starts about all the countries you've been in.
Yeah.
Is that true? Have you wrestled in all them countries?
Yes. America, of course, Canada, Japan, Germany, England, Australia, and Mexico. And I would love to come to more countries. I just got back from last year. I did Japan 9 months, I did Australia for 2 weeks, and I did England for through 2 shows. I did England for 2 shows, all in 2025.
Was that the first time you was in Australia?
No.
It wasn't?
No, I've been to Australia. This is my, so I went and wrestled one time, then I went and I was on tour with the ICP, so concert stuff in Australia, and then this last time I went, I wrestled in Australia.
Now, you mentioned England. How's their style over there? Everybody always talks about their different style of stiffness.
They do have different styles over there, but the guys that they clearly know that I'm going to wrestle when I get over there is my style, like deathmatch guys. So I've never had to deal with that other style, but I have watched some of the other matches that do that style on shows that I'm at, but I don't have to worry about it. When I get there, they know what I'm there for.
Now, you talking about all these countries you've been in.
Yeah.
We have talked about this before, but you have England, Australia, and Japan as we're watching right now.
Yeah.
Sitting there watching. Do you? The fans' reactions way different in different countries.
Yes.
Some of them's quiet, as you said before, and some of them get rowdy and so what.
So Japan used to be quiet. You talking about Japan?
Yes.
So Japan used to be quiet, but if you know anything about Japan, they want to be America so bad. So they're watching ECW, they're watching WWE. So now they're starting to yell things and do different things and cheer for moves. But in 2000 to 2000 to 2002, they were a little quiet. But Corrigan Hall over there, that's like the Japanese ECW arena. They've always been noisy there. So, but some of those country towns are still pretty quiet. But you just gotta do impressive things, and then they get behind you. But it's not like it used to be. It's noisy everywhere now. And then Germany, of course, they was always noisy. Mexico was just batshit crazy. Australia, yeah, it's not quiet anymore. It's all good.
You said Mexico batshit crazy. I mean, what?
Yeah, they when I went out, they told me, because I was American, don't go out there and put down the country because we don't know what they'll do to you. And I said, oh, okay, no problem. So as soon as I grabbed the microphone, that's the first thing I did was F Mexico, and here come that. I mean, they were throwing. I think there was a dog food can that passed me by. The only people who got mad was the referee because they told me not to do that, and I did, but the referee was in the ring when I did it, so he had to dodge things as well. But I think that's why they brought me back 8 more times, because I was brave enough to go out there and do that.
Now, so between all the countries that you've been to so far, obviously you love Japan.
I love Japan.
Would you say that your favorite to go to?
Yeah. I had a fiance last year. Things happened, but I was getting ready to move to Japan. That's how much I love Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
And do you think you would ever have an opportunity to stay there? Do you think if the ball was in the right court, do you think that you would consider
like I said, I was getting ready to move there, so yeah, I would have an opportunity. Yeah, but without having somebody over there stably living, and because I don't know how easy it'd be to get an apartment there or anything like that. So as of now, I guess America is just fine. I'll stay here.
No, you said you was over for 9 months.
Yeah.
Was that the longest you ever been over there?
Yeah, 9 months. But I had a fiance, so I was staying with her, staying at the dojo, being on the road. You know, I had a lot of options of where to go.
Now, back some time ago, somebody mentioned this up, and you was in a movie.
2001 Mania.
Yes, with Robert Englund.
Yeah.
A gentleman named Gary asked us, what would you consider yourself in the role of that movie? Did you like playing the role, or did you think they can do better with you, or how was it?
I already knew that I didn't have any speaking roles going in. They already told me that. But I didn't know that Robert Englund was in the movie. I didn't find that out until I got there.
Really?
But I would classify myself as a glorified extra in that movie because I was there every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in a lot of scenes where other extras would come in, go home, come in, go home. You know, there was different extras all the time, but I was there the whole time. So glorified extra, that's what I'd say. I played the blacksmith. I got my own scene, which lasts about 6-7 seconds, but still it's my own scene. So
you're actually on the cover too,
and I'm on the cover. What horror movie loving guy like myself's dream would be to be on a cover of a DVD and then on the cover with Robert Englund and be in a horror movie? I mean, you know, the whole thing was a dream come true, really.
No, have you had a chance to be in any movies since then? I mean, have anybody ever approached you or anything?
I haven't, but I went to a horror convention, Scarefest in Lexington, and Robert Englund was there. And I guess some of the fans who knew me, who waited in Robert Englund's line, told him, said, "Hey, Man Pondo's here." And I guess he was like, "Oh, I so got to talk to him. Tell him to come over and talk to me." So I had like 5 or 6 different families telling me, "Hey, Robert Englund wants to talk to you." So I went over to where he was, and his line was all the way down this wall, up this wall, down the hallway, all the way out the building. And I told myself I'm not waiting that long. So I just decided I would talk to him some other day. And then Joe Hopkins, which he's Gator McAllister. Did you ever meet him when you was working for Dale Man? Anyway, he met Robert Englund, and he told him I was there. Robert Englund told Joe Hopkins, Gator, "Get a hold of Pondo, tell him to get to where I can see him, and I will take care of it." So I went over, I locked eyes with Robert Englund, and he called me over. So I'm starting to walk through there, and I walked past security, and they snatched me up. They're like, "Whoa, where are you going?" I'm like, "Robert Englund wants to talk to me." He goes, "He wants to talk to everybody. Go get back in line and all this." And Robert Englund got up off that table and went over there and told them guys, he's like, "This is Madman Pondo. If he wants to talk to me, he can come talk to me. Get out of his way." And what he wanted to talk to me about was there is a movie poster for 2001 Maniacs. It's the Hong Kong poster, and him and another character named Peaches, they are shadows, and I'm in color on the front, which makes it look like I'm the main star of the movie, which I'm not. But he's asking me, like, you got to hook up in Hong Kong or something? I'm like, no, I don't know how that happened.
Wow. So, so he didn't remember you and all that stuff, right?
Oh, who, Robert England?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's the one who called
you
yeah.
over there. So, so no, to answer Gary's question, no, so you have not been advised to be in any other movies as of now and stuff like that, right?
No.
Would you, of course, I mean, this is a crazy question, would you consider? Of course you would, absolutely,
of course
anybody would.
Yeah.
So, besides professional wrestling, deathmatch wrestling, do you have any other hobbies that you do like?
Horror movies. I'm a big horror movie fan. I like concerts. I like amusement parks. I like chicks. Get too much trouble liking chicks, but I like chicks, women, demolition derbies. You know, there's a lot of things I like.
Now, you mentioned all them hobbies, but it's one thing you didn't mention that a lot of people don't know that you're doing now on the side, and that's stand-up.
Oh yeah,
comedy.
yeah.
And you actually got a show in February, if I'm correct.
No, I got booked for good money for 2 nights, so I asked them if we could postpone that. But yes, that is going to happen in Charleston, West Virginia.
Okay, but you have been doing some locally in Indiana, Kentucky areas.
Yeah.
How's that going for you?
I got one this Wednesday. I went to watch my buddy Bo Vance, and while I was there, some of the other comedians who saw me at the other places told the guy who ran the building, he's like, hey, that guy's really funny, you should talk to him. So he came over and asked me if I would come out Wednesday. So this Wednesday I'm doing stand-up at the Comedy Caravan in Louisville, Kentucky.
So you like doing that?
Yeah. Okay. I love making people laugh. You know that just by me being around the house. So if I can have a stand-up set to dedicate on people laughing at me, I love that.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Man, it's really hard I saw Louis C.K. not too long ago. I like Chris Porter. Favorite comedian? Oh man, I don't know. I saw Eddie Murphy Raw. I saw that tour, but I'd say my favorite comedian would probably have been Ralphie May. Rest in peace.
So Eddie Murphy, stay off a hand. Cat Williams.
Love Cat Williams.
Prefer him over Eddie?
No, I think. Well, here's the thing. Eddie Murphy, I don't know. He's been doing a lot of family-orientated things, so I wish he would be. You remember Eddie Murphy Delirious, right?
Yes.
I want that. I don't want Eddie Murphy Kid Show, Dr. Doolittle. I want
the old school.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now, you wrestled for a lot of major promotions. As you said, Big Japan Pro Wrestling. A lot of other ones out there, many other ones out there. But the one that stands out that a lot of people goes to everywhere is JCW.
Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
You've been there since day one.
Day one. Well, I was there before day one. 97, they did a promotion called Stranglemania Live. I did two matches on that. Then they did another promotion called Hellfire. I did 2 matches on that. And then they started JCW, and I've been with them ever since.
So, what do you think about the stuff they're doing now with Vince Russo?
You know, I met Vince Russo. We had a good time together, but they just had a tour, and I don't know. I'm not on it, so I don't know what to think now. But you know, I've worked very hard on JCW. There's wrestlers that just stopped going to JCW, that now that they're getting some steam has came back to JCW. I came home from Japan for JCW, so I love JCW. I'm JCW through and through. Even when you was booking me and other promoters, I'd say, yes, I can do your show as long as JCW doesn't have
Absolutely.
one. So I hope my future with them is going to be bright, but as right now, I don't know.
So do you think with the difference between Vince Russo coming in, I mean, you don't have their, you know, like me and you talked about Vince, and he actually, you all talked to each other and all.
Yeah, we ate breakfast together. He asked me to sit with him.
Do you think that is going to help JCW, or?
It has helped, because if you remember, not too long ago, everybody thought Vince Russo was going to go to NWA.
Yes.
And he didn't. He came to JCW, which opened a lot of eyes to JCW, just because of the oddity that Vince Russo came to us and not them. And I would say Vince Russo there is helping get eyes on the company.
Rewind years ago.
Yeah.
Tell us about Jerry Springer.
All right.
So he was on some episodes with them.
Two episodes. You was too.
Yeah, and what did you think about when you? I know what I thought about it, but when you was there and stuff, was it more like a? Did you like the storyline stuff?
I mean, I knew what it was going into it. I'm sure you did too.
Mm-hmm.
We're both wrestlers, so we were smarter to how to handle ourselves more than other guests. Them telling everybody to keep the stories like they're real. I mean, I don't think that worth anything.
Absolutely.
I did 2 stories there, and then they asked me if I knew any crazy people. Well, I'm a wrestler. Of course I know crazy people. So I was getting them guys, which listed me kind of as a producer. My name never made it on the screen or anything, but I was making a pretty good check out of them guys there for a while. But the problem is, and I think you experienced it too, that if they need somebody, they want you to get somebody for them right then, right there. Whether it be 2, 3, 4 in the morning, they'll call you and say, we need this, you know, and like, well, people aren't awake at this hour, you know. So that's when I was going back and forth to Japan a lot, so I had pretty good money flowing in. So I told Jerry Springer I didn't want to do it no more, and then something happened to my Japan deal, and I was like, I wonder if Jerry Springer would still use me. But by then they had gotten other people. So
Girl Fight Wrestling.
Yeah.
You was the founder of that, right?
I am totally the founder. I was dating Sarah Bridges, Sarah Logan, Crazy Mary Dobson, Van Holla, whatever you want to call her. And
in case you people don't, that's WWE that he's talking about. You know, Sarah, that's, you know, with the Vikings, correct?
Yeah.
So yes, so to answer that question, yes, and clarification on this too. I mean, I knew Sarah back when you was with her too.
Yeah.
And you did train her, correct?
Well, I got her out of the
business.
backyard. Yeah, I got her out of the backyard and started taking her on the road with me, and
Japan.
talked her into going to Japan. Helped her get to Japan, and, with, you know, ticket money and, you know, all types of shit. And what was the story I was going for?
Girl Fight Wrestling.
Oh yeah. So anyway, I know that this business is all about networking, and you can't just wrestle the same girl in your area week after week after week. You ain't gonna get no better than that. Yeah. So I started Girl Fight to help her out, and we would bring in talent for her to wrestle, and it just between that and Japan, she just got better and better and better. And in her first 5 years, she was on ROH. She was on. She got offered a contract at TNA, but it was a bullshit contract. So even I said no, don't sign that. She was on NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. Now, I say that she was on those. She did the work herself. She was a damn good wrestler, I'm not going to lie, but she would have not had any chance with that if I didn't help that along. And not like I ever made it in any of those, which I was a Rosebud for WWE. I did a one job match for TNA, which I didn't take very seriously, but she did all the work herself. But yeah, but that's why Girl Fight started, so I can help her network and get better with better talent.
And that continued.
Yeah.
You still, I mean, a couple years before COVID, right?
Yes.
Y'all was still doing them in down there at the arena, am I correct?
And it's coming back February 15th, but Billy Starks is running it. AEW's Billy Starks is taking it over, and if you think it's hard booking a show full of guys, try and book a show full of girls.
Oh yeah, I mean,
way more difficult.
You mentioned Billy. Did you help got her start and stuff?
Well, here's the thing. So Billy was watching me and Sarah at a company in Charlestown, Indiana called D1W, run by Rick Brady, and she was a big fan. It was me, her, a guy named Waffles who was Necropolis, and another guy. He was like the Gimp or whatever, but it was called the Unstable Stable, and Billy Starks was a big fan of that. So as she got older, she was a fan of ours, and you know, just when she got old enough to wrestle, her mom and dad came and asked me. They asked me to help start training her, but I didn't have a facility to train her. Mm-hmm. So I gave her over to Too Tough Tony, but they still remember that I helped that out.
And she's making a name for herself too.
She really is, yeah. She's awesome.
Do you, Pondo, do you think that the girls and the women gets the credit as they should in the world of professional wrestling today as the men? Do you see the difference?
I do. It's a lot like the basketball. You know, you got the guys and the girls basketball. Of course, the guys are going to outdraw the girls. It would take a very special combination of women's matches to outdraw a guy's show, I would believe. And that's me, who ran a girls promotion. Mm-hmm. I'm not being sexist or anything like that, but Dave Prazak, he ran a show in Chicago called Shimmer, and it wasn't a huge crowd, but tickets for that thing were huge. Mm-hmm. So he was always making money doing it, and the crowd was always behind all those girls. There was a guy named Sal out of Florida running Shine. I'm sure there's other girl promotions out there, but you know, it's just hard on the girls to outdraw the guys, just like the basketball players. You know, I mean,
absolutely.
People's gonna go see the guys before they go see the girls.
Do you mention the girls out there, the women today, off your head? And I know you see a lot of talent out there. Some independent scene today. Do you see any women out there today in the next few years that if they stay on the right track, they'll make it?
Yes, Rachel Armstrong.
Rachel, oh yes,
Rachel
former
Armstrong.
big time wrestling champion.
Yeah,
yes.
she's got a 450 like no guy could even top. There was a girl named Angel Metro who, if she stays, she's getting work everywhere.
Yes.
If she stays on her track, you know, of course she's a deathmatch girl, which might affect her, but I don't think she's interested in going anywhere mainstream like a WWE or a TNA, because just like me, she's happy doing deathmatch stuff.
Did she change her ways? Do you think she have a chance?
You know, I don't know, because I was just looking at Facebook, and there's some karate girl who just got a tryout with WWE.
Yes, I think yes.
And she's got no wrestling experience whatsoever. So I don't understand that whole let's bring in people who's never wrestled.
Like boxers and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you know, I don't understand that, but that's them. They're making a hell of a lot more money than me and you ever thought about, so they're doing something right. But I just would figure that they would want wrestlers to become wrestlers, not karate people to become wrestlers, but that's just me.
Angel Metro, you can look her up on social media, guys, and also Rachel Armstrong. I mean, that Pondo was mentioning because, I mean, two great wrestlers. Like, as you can tell, Angel is doing the death match, but Rachel is great. I mean, she actually reminds me of Billy when Billy started. I mean, very talented.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if Rachel ever gets a chance, it would better herself if she had a chance to go to Japan?
Oh yeah, she wants to go to Japan, but I don't know. So she asked my help, but I don't really have a female wrestlers. I mean, Mickey Knuckles. I get her booked in Japan, but
Talking about a tough one.
that's for sausage matches, you know, not. But yeah, if I could help Rachel, I would, but I just don't know any place to send her.
Yeah. You mentioned Mickey.
Yeah.
Man, she over in Japan too. She just come back from Japan.
Just back. She did she's won 11 deathmatch tournaments, and she just got in Japan's deathmatch tournament. The King of the Deathmatch Grand Prix 2020. Well, it was 25, but yeah, man, she's badass.
Yes, man. She got hurt not too long ago, Pondo, didn't she?
You know, I don't know if that would be the correct words because she was wrestling shortly after.
Okay.
So, you know how deathmatch wrestlers are. Like, we don't want to say that we're ever hurt. We're just paused.
It's paused. Like Necro got hurt over there. And he was paused. And everybody thought, didn't the doctor say that he would never wrestle again?
Yeah, like his hip bone wasn't just cracked, it was destroyed, like exploded.
And you was there for that, right?
I was there, yeah. I was in the match with him, me and...
tag team, right?
Yeah, well, 6-man.
So, when that happened, and when that happens over there, and you're over in Japan, how well do they treat you guys if you absolutely get hurt and you're in the hospital? Do they show you hospitality that they should have, or how?
Necro explained it to me that he didn't speak Japanese, they didn't speak English, so they more or less pushed him off in a corner and they would check his pulse and all that, but more or less he had his PlayStation 2 with him and he just played that the whole time. Otherwise, they really didn't have they fed him, but they really didn't have that much interaction with him. And he didn't speak English. I mean, he didn't speak Japanese, they didn't speak English, so maybe that was the biggest point, I'm not sure.
How did they take care of him with his surgery over there? Did they?
No surgery. He didn't get that until he came back home.
So that he had to fly.
Yeah, he had to fly home with that. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, what is Pondo's future? You lost the weight.
Yeah.
You want to go to more countries.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see yourself in, say, the next 5 years? And what keeps you doing what you're doing today?
So, I think it's all due to stupidity. I mean, I can't explain any other reason why I'm still suplexing guys off the balconies through panes of glass to the floor. I can't explain it. So I have a big fear of being forgotten after I pass away. So to me, my story's not done yet. But things keep happening now that tell me I should have got out of this a long time ago. But I just don't want to be forgotten. So the more I do, the more I'm going to be in somebody's brain after I go. There is a a concrete cell in Jeffersonville, Indiana, or Clarksville, Indiana, whichever one. It's called the Concrete Lady, and they have a great big concrete ape. I want that to be my headstone. I want the plaque either on his chest or at his feet to say Madman Pondo, Kevin Canady, 1969 to whatever date I die. But I want a skull and crossbones on that. That way, when people go and they see the ape, they're going to look at that plaque and there's going to be a skull and crossbones on there, and I'm sure stories are going to be told about me which will keep people's mind still saying my name even after I pass away.
So do you see yourself still doing this 5 years down the road, or what do you have a limit or not?
I haven't told myself I'm going to quit, so I'd be 61.
Has it ever crossed your mind?
Here lately, yeah. In 2000, I have never said this in my 36 years, but in 2026, man, at the end of 2025 and 2026, the hits just keep on coming that say, I need to get out of this, but I'm so stupid, I'm addicted to it. It's like our crack, I can't leave it alone. So, but yeah, I have thought about it here recently.
So your mother, father still living, right?
Yeah. High school sweethearts that got married out of high school and still together today, still love each other, and all that.
Really?
Yeah.
So since high school?
Yeah.
And now was you, I'm not going to spread your business out there, but they live down in the Ocean Breeze, Florida area. But since you mentioned it, I'll let you mention it. But now, did you all move there when you was a child?
No, but we was there all the time Disney World 3 times a year. We was always in Florida because my family and myself hate the cold, so we'd always go there for December, and so I was there a lot. They moved there, I didn't move there.
And but you visit down there?
Yeah.
Quite a bit. So do you ever see yourself when you're completely done with wrestling? Do you ever consider like going that part, or what is it? A different area that you would want to live in?
I'm really surprised that I haven't moved to Florida already, because I hate the cold.
You do, don't you?
I am the biggest wimp about the cold, and now that I've lost weight, I get cold opening the fridge. So yeah, I could see myself living in Florida, but I really have thought about, if I was to give this all up, I would probably move to Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's always been your home. I mean, not your home, but your dream.
Yeah.
To live over there. Now, you've been around professional wrestling a lot. I mean, you did the in-ring act. You're still in-ring active.
Yeah.
Death match. You promote it.
Yes.
Myself, I gotta say this, as a promoter in the state of West Virginia, you found it one of the best independent companies that I ever saw and witnessed. IWA East Coast. And I think, and you was the founder and you was the booker for that, right? Mm-hmm. Now we're talking about Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
Chris Hero.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy Callahan.
Yeah.
And the list goes on.
Moxley.
The list goes on and on and on. Some of the top stars that's on TV today that wrestle for you, should I say monthly? Y'all ran monthly or every other month? That's right.
Mm-hmm. Monthly.
And I know I was promoting shows.
Yeah.
And somebody said, "Hey, it's a new company, IWA East Coast," and I went and I witnessed it. As my point of view, you was doing something that no one else did in professional running promotions in West Virginia.
Yeah.
You should I say you wasn't you did not use a lot of locals
At all.
at all. And
I mean, we did because the guys that I was running with, they wanted a local that we used.
Right.
More pig, but other than that, no. I would,
yes,
because, so here's the deal with that. I don't know if this is going to answer your question or not. Woody Numbers, rest in peace.
great guy.
He kept wanting me to help him run a promotion in Charleston, West Virginia. I lived in Mexico, Missouri, and finally he used to mod Xboxes. So he said, bring your Xbox, come to West Virginia, I will mod it for you. And then he downloaded me like a whole book of games, which got me here. But
Wow.
but then he said, I want to run a promotion here. And I'm like, all right, I'll tell you what, let's go to some of the shows here. Let me see what they got. And then I'll determine what we need to do. So we went to 5 or 6 promotions. And finally I told Woody Numbers, I'm like, all right, we can run here. And he's like, okay, well, what was your decision? I said, well, I know what to do. We just run a good show.
All right.
Because I don't think I came to your company, but
Well, I'll be honest with you. My company at the time,
yeah.
I learned the hard way. I was told it was the shits. I mean, I'm
A
here
lot
to
of them in West Virginia were the shits.
yeah, because the reason why, I mean, after sitting down talking to you,
Yeah.
we all was using the same talent.
Yes. All of you guys
And
were.
here's some people out here trying to, get $10 or $15 tickets,
Mhm.
and up the street they'll go wrestle for $3 a ticket.
Right.
I mean, and that's the truth. And when I came to your company, and I actually brought you in when I was running weekly, and I decided to do a deathmatch tournament. Somebody, told me, hey, we should do this, and so I brought you in for that. And I went up to your show, I mean, and it was incredible. I mean, and I saw after the years, of you using Chris, a few times and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, and going to your shows, I mean, and me and you becoming friends and sitting and talking. Now I realize why you did it, because I mean, you had something different. You had something, everything for a fan.
Yes.
And
We had comedy. We
Yes.
had high flying. We had technical.
Mhm.
We had death matches. Just about every show had everything. Plus, we always brought in one star.
the one the show I knew that was the Battle of the Butchers.
Oh.
That was Abdullah, Abby, and
Yeah.
Necro.
Yeah.
And then
That was our very first show.
was there for that one. Then I believe, don't quote me, I think it was you and JC. Was
What?
the spider?
What?
The spider web or something?
Oh yeah. You mean not that show? You mean?
Not that show. It's the next
Yeah,
show.
yeah. We did
I was-
that in.
That was all incredible.
Yeah.
Tell us about that match, man.
So Masanaga, me and JC Bailey was both big fans of Mr. Danger, and we saw him and Yamakala do it in Corrigan Hall, but they had not bleachers, what am I trying, a balcony across from corner to corner, and we wanted to up that, so we got scaffolding. And we knew that we could do something off the bottom, then climb up, do something off the second tier, then climb up and do something off the top. So that's what we really wanted to do. We wanted to mimic Masanaga, but we wanted to step it up. And you can go on YouTube right now, you can search Man Pondo versus JC Bailey, Spider Web, Circus Death Match is what we call it. And as far as I knew, we did something that nobody had ever done. We did a great job of it, but we get hated on so much from wrestling fans on the internet. Oh, this is just stupid. And another thing, you people who say hot dog and a handshake, that's Jim Cornette shit. It's not funny anymore. I don't know why you guys keep saying it. We did it for way more than a hot dog and a handshake. Not much more, but we did. We did it for more. But you can hate on me all you want for doing that match, but JC Bailey's not here anymore. Why do people still hate on JC Bailey for it? But if you're interested in seeing it, it's on YouTube. Circus Deathmatch, Man Pondo versus JC Bailey.
Well, I know that West Virginia, people can hate on all you want, but I think you all brought something different to the table. And as a promoter, talking to a promoter at the time, you know, I think that it was incredible because, you know, some of the matches, I mean, evidently the fans loved it because you all packed the places out. 300 to 400 a show. Yeah, and no West Virginia promoter was drawing that. I mean, we was lucky to get 50
and
to
we was doing it on
Tuesdays.
On Tuesdays.
Yes, and it was just incredible to me. I mean, because I went to amazing shows of IWA East Coast. So you're no longer with that, right? I mean,
well, yeah. I mean, I moved to Louisville, and Micheal Tawney, Fattawn.
Big shout out to him, by the way.
Yeah. Please go to his GoFundMe.
Yes.
He needs a kidney. Please search Micheal Tawney, Tawney. But he runs it now. But like I just said, his health got bad, so he really can't do anything right now.
Look it up. They're doing a big fundraiser, guys. I mean, I know this is going to be on my page, Big Time Pro Wrestling, and I actually know him personally. And if you're a fan down here and my area, and that I run in West Virginia, you know, Huntington and Fort Gay, Wayne, and all that area, this show will be up towards Charleston way. And if you're available, please go and buy a ticket to that show because all the proceeds are going to him.
Every bit of it.
Every bit of it. And I want to thank the guys that's, you know, that involved in that, doing that. And you know, myself, if I'm not doing anything, I will be going and supporting that show as well. And I think Pondo, if you don't have anything, I mean,
well, if I told him if I had JCW, I wouldn't make it, but I guess I'll make it.
Yeah. So me and Pondo will be driving up here to go. Do you know the date of that show offhand?
It's terrible, but no.
You can look it up. IWA East Coast. And we'll be sharing that poster along with that. And you know, I don't care to share it on my Facebook page as well. You know, because like he's a sick man right now, and he needs all the support he can. And we wish you the best of luck and a speedy recovery. So Pondo, let's go on with you know, we got the IWA East Coast out of the way. Tell us, you had a book that came out.
I do. Memoirs of a Madman.
Yeah, say it one more time for me.
Memoirs of a Madman.
And where can they purchase this book at?
So you can get that on Amazon.com or visitdeadpark.com. VISITDEADPARK. Visitdeadpark.com.
Now that's that book.
Yes.
Now, upcoming news right now. Man Pondo, Kevin Canady, has a new book that's getting ready to get out here soon.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So I'm sitting in Japan, and I had a lot of downtime while I was over there. I was there 9 months, and my friend Christina Harvey, she had to start a whole new Facebook. Like, I didn't add her for like a week or two until finally she got a hold of me and said, "Hey, that's me." Somebody had hacked her Facebook, so she had to start it all over. She had to, her pictures, her family stories, everything. She had to start a whole new Facebook because some scumbag hacker out there took her page. And I got to thinking to myself, oh man, if that happened to me, imagine all that stuff. I mean, you see my Facebook, it's full of all the stars that I've met, all the places that I've been. So I didn't want all the horror movie stars that I had met to ever get deleted or forgotten. So this second book It's called Pondo versus the Horror Icons. And it is a book just about all of the horror icons that I've met, meeting them, pictures with them, interactions that I've had with them. So I'm really proud of it because the last one I talked into a speaker and then John Cosper would write the stories. This one I wrote myself while I was in Japan. I wrote it. John Cosper's editing it and publishing it, but say as I was doing the cover again. So I'm really excited about this second book. So when it comes out, again, you'll be able to get that on Amazon.com or visit deadpark.com. Talk to John Cosper about getting an autographed copy.
Awesome. Well, Fred, that's, make sure to get that when it comes out. Get the old one now, and purchase that, and the new one's getting ready to come out.
One thing about that book, if you buy that book and you bring it to a show that I'm at and I'm bleeding, I will take the ink off my forehead and give you the bloody thumbprint.
Awesome.
What I do, the reason I do that is I saw Jurassic Park, and sometime when I pass away, if I give you my DNA, you can make your own little Madman Pondo.
So, moving forward here, before we wrap this up, tell us some that plays in your mind. Which your favorite match as of today?
As of today.
Of all time.
Versus Terry Funk, 2015, at the Gathering of the Juggalos for the Juggalo Championship title. I beat Terry Funk for the title, became his friend. We was already friends, but became even better friends after that. And even I would call so after his wife died, his health declined huge, and he went to a nursing home. And I would call the nursing home to talk to Terry, and the nurse would tell me, "Oh, we're so glad you called because he always remembers Madman Pondo." So that was pretty big to me.
And so you're good friends with Abby.
Yes, real good friends. Yeah.
Do you all that tragic stuff that went on with him and his health, wasn't downhill there for a while too.
Yeah.
I mean, I met Abby a couple times. I mean, and you was in ring with him a lot.
A lot, yeah. All over Japan.
Yes.
Numerous places here in America.
Do you think any of that stuff was true?
So when that stuff first come out, before the court case even hit the first day, Abdullah, just out of the blue, Abdullah called me, and when you get a call from Abdullah the Butcher, that's pretty impressive,
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking for a minute, and he said, "Champ, I want to ask you a question." He's like, "Did you ever have Hep C?" And I was like, "No, not that I know of." And I'm really concerned of why he's asking me that, because I'm thinking he thinks I gave him Hep C, and I said no, and he goes, "So we wrestled each other a lot." I said, "Yeah, a lot. Maybe, I bet 25, 30 times. And he said, "Yeah, well, this guy's suing me for giving him Hep C." And he asked me at that point if I would ever testify or write a paper saying that I never caught Hep C, and I said, "Well, yeah, definitely I'll do that." But nothing ever came out of that. I never got contacted by him after that, and then the court case happened, and so I watched the same. I'm no expert. I don't know how Hep C works. I don't know, but I know I never caught it. So,
but going to Japan and stuff like that, when you're always mixing blood with her, I mean, you get tested and stuff like that, right? I mean, you get tested. Physical and all that, right?
I just did the CZW's Tournament of Death, and you have to get blood work. And then I wrestled in Missouri. You have to get blood work. Albuquerque, New Mexico, you have to get blood work. So yeah, I've had plenty of blood work done and nothing.
Yeah, that's good. So, what do you think about the thing went on with the TV series, Dark Side of Abby and stuff? I mean, everything good with that? You think, man, did they make it look like him being a bad person or a good person, you think? Your opinion?
He's my friend and all, but I don't know about that not being able to read thing. I don't know.
Yeah. So we go on. So we got Abby covered in Terry Funk. The one and only. Everybody's, God rest his soul, everybody was always terrified of him. And I mean, that's New Jack.
Yeah.
Now you've been in the ring tagged with him, actually.
I've been tagged.
Yeah.
I've wrestled him several times.
Have you ever had any bad experience with him?
No. And the thing about New Jack is, when you go into a New Jack match, as long as you know that it's a New Jack match and he's going to let you know what he wants you to do, there's no problems. And me and Necro, we always knew that, so we never had any problems. He just got asked on an interview not before he passed away, what do you think about Man Pondo? And he's like, that's my N-word. And then they said, well, what about Necro? He's like, that's my other N-word. And so we know that he loved us and appreciated us for him to be saying something like that. So
Now, you was on a show with him not too long right before he died, wasn't you?
yeah, in Chicago.
Yeah. Is that where he had a cast on him, if I'm not mistaken? Did he have a hurt leg or something?
No, I was on that show where he had a cast on. He didn't want to give the money up, but no, not this Chicago. Resistance Pro brought him in, and I was on that show.
When you got the call, that was just.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about, oh my God, what was these guys called? I can't remember, but it was out of Illinois. Mm-hmm. And yeah, he showed up. I was supposed to wrestle him, and he showed up with a cast. And I wrestled Bull Bronson instead, but he managed Bull Bronson.
So when you got the call, did you see that coming? I mean, I know it was unexpected, but I mean, with his lifestyle and stuff,
No, I mean, you never
know. We're not promised tomorrow. Know that.
And I mean, not to speak ill will, but for years, doesn't it look like Dory Funk could go at any minute?
Yeah,
and he's still going. So, so I mean, you just never know. You never know. But I would talk to New Jack a lot on the phone and live, and I didn't expect it would just go like that.
What is the worst you ever saw in backstage brawls and stuff, like people getting into it for real? I mean, I know you said some stories before about different things, but when it come to mind, I mean, have you ever had any incidents backstage or anything like that?
Not really, no. I did with a wrestler named Insane Lane, but I instigated that. So that was the one time that the promoter wanted me to do it in the ring, but I didn't want to do it in the ring. I wanted to do it in the back. That way other wrestlers would know not to do that to me. So that was about the worst one that I had ever been in.
Two guys I wanted to mention here that I know one guy that you respected very well that's no longer here. Come to mind. Can you give us a good story on Gypsy Joe?
Yeah, you name it. Like so, these two guys, the Fat and the Furious, which is Vito Andretti and Jack Black. I was wrestling Gypsy Joe that night, and I don't even know how the conversation got going, but they was talking about me grabbing Gypsy's penis. And you can find this on YouTube as well. I said, okay, well, I'll just go out there and I'll do it for the whole match. And they was like, you won't do it. And I said, go out there and watch me. So the whole match, every time Gypsy bumped me, every time he punched me, I was holding it. I was just holding it, and he, oh my God, after a while he was beating me up so bad, but it was so funny that I just kept doing it, kept doing it, kept doing it. And the only reason I did it was because those guys said I wouldn't do it, but I did do it.
What did he say when he got to the back?
Oh, he was can I say that?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, "You gay motherfucker."
Oh my God. Oh, Gypsy. I mean, but you know, you respect him. I remember the legend. You know, the show that y'all had for him at the East Coast, where you sit in the recliner and made him money and stuff.
Yeah, we made him over $2,500 while he was alive.
Yeah,
that was Necro's idea. He said, "Why would we make it after he dies? Let's make it for him now."
Yes.
And so we put a recliner on the front. We got him 2 Hooters girls to wait on him for anything that he wanted. We got him a box of honey buns because that was his favorite donut. And yeah, he didn't even have to wrestle that night. He just sat on the front row.
Another guy that's no longer with us as well, that we both knew very well, the one and only Tracy Smothers.
Oh yeah.
Any great stories about him that you could share? One that come to mind.
What stories can't you tell about Tracy Smothers? One thing about Tracy Smothers I respected the most was he would sit at the doorway and watch people's matches.
Yeah.
And then when they came in the back, he would say, "If I was you, I would do this and this and this."
No.
He didn't have to do that.
Nope.
But he would do that every show that I was at, and I always respected that out of Tracy.
You know what? You know, he got the big C word, man. Cancer. And I mean,
Yeah.
I took him out. I mean, I mean, I hated to see him go, man, because he, like you said, I mean, he always wanted to educate the guys and the
Yes.
girls.
Yeah.
And I saw it, witnessed it, like you said, many times where he just said, "Hey, man, do this, do that." And then when you wrestled him, you know, as long as you listen to him,
Yeah.
and you know, you can be the greenest guy around, he can make you look like a star.
That's it.
And it was unbelievable the way he can do that. And he, you know, he loved this business as well.
He did.
Really did. Anything you want to tell the fans out there before we wrap it up? I mean, your book. We mentioned that.
Yeah.
Get your book. One thing I wanted to ask, some of the fans was asking about your shirts. Where can they purchase your shirt? Do you have a website? I know a lot of guys in Japan make some stuff. Do you know someone over there that has them for sale? Or
No. So my buddy Corey Hayden had his website, but he's got a baby now and he stopped doing it. But there's still some on Pro Wrestling Tees you can buy. There's like 4 on Pro Wrestling Tees. But maybe I can talk this guy into buying T-shirts, and we can work that out. I get all types of people saying, "Where can I get your T-shirt?" And I don't have any. You know, I hate saying Pro Wrestling Tees, so so maybe we can work something out, and then off of this interview, we'll be able to get something going.
So, well, guys, you heard it. It was a privilege to sit down here with Man Pondo to get up to date with him. So we got a lot of stuff cleared up that I wanted to get cleared up with Pondo here. First, you know, he is 100% in his health, and you know,
blame it on hard work every once in a while.
Yes.
You know, I dare you to blame it on hard work.
You know, so he's not sick, and you know, we got his book covered. You know, go out there and purchase that book, the old one right now. The new one's getting ready to come out this year, and we'll let you know, and we'll plug that new book all over Big Time Pro Wrestling Facebook as well. So we hope to see y'all at ringside. Big Time Pro Wrestling's getting ready to get started back. Hopefully around March and April. We'll post all the dates on our social medias as well. Once again, IWA East Coast owner, you know, Mike, please go up and buy a ticket to that show. I mean,
even if you're not coming, buy a ticket for that show.
Yeah, I mean, he's you know, Pondo knows him very well, and I know him. as a promoter, we promote shows all over the state of West Virginia, but some of us does get along, and I do, gladly, support IWA East Coast. So please go support that fundraiser that they're doing for him and buy a ticket. And like I said, Pondo don't have anything to do, and myself will be there supporting that show as well. We'd like to thank all the talent that's going to that show as well and taking up their free time to benefit for this good cause. Hope to see you at ringside. God bless.